welcome. I'm Dr. Davia Shepherd, and in addition to hosting this show that I personally think is amazing, in addition to hosting this show, I also host an outstanding women's group. Well, the show is okay, but the group is outstanding. It's a group of women who come together. They're women in business. Some of them are in nonprofit, some of them own their own businesses, some of them are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, some of them are even retired, some of them are in corporate life. But what's important about all these women is that they have decided, they have realized that when we support each other, every single one of us wins. You know that story about the rising tide lifting all boats? True story. It actually works. And so I want to invite you, if you're a woman in business and you feel as though supporting other women in business is something that's really going to be supportive of you as well, I invite you to come join us. It's very easy to join and it's 100% free. Just go to growsmarter.com/Facebook. Already on with the show. Today, introduce my special guest today. We have friend to the show, Gail Petrowski, joining in with us. And we also have Jen Olivares, who is one of our Ladies Power Lunch sponsors. She's an outstanding travel concierge, and also she hosts wellness retreats. So welcome, Gail. Welcome, Jen. I'd love for you to just take a really brief moment to share, starting with Gail, who you are. And for those of you who are watching for the first time, just share a little bit about the wonderful stuff that you're doing in the world.
Thank you, Dr. Davia. I'm happy to be here with everyone. My name is Gail, and I am, I'm a mom of two beautiful daughters, and I have three grandchildren. I have been in business for probably close to 40 years. I started as a special ed teacher, then went on to being a social worker, and I've gotten some quite a few degrees. Started a PhD in psychoneuroimmunology, a master in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and without even going any further, I just love what I do, which is making a difference in people's lives because it helps make a difference in my life. So when one door opens, the other one opens also. So we help each other, as Dr. Davia said, and I've been leading retreats for over 30 years. We used to call them seminars, 2-day seminars, back to back, and workshops. And I'm also a life coach, and I see people one-on-one.
I'm excited that Gail has really raised her hand in a big way and said, yes, I'm here for supporting the women in our Ladies Power Lunch community, as well as the women in our extended Win-Win Women community, to help us all to really live our optimal lives. So thank you so much, Gail, for everything that you're doing to make that possible. Jen, oh my goodness. I met Jen, folks, when I was hosting retreats for a little while. I wouldn't say I was a retreat newbie, but I had been hosting retreats for a little while, and I felt like I could step up my retreat game quite a bit. I could definitely learn more about hosting retreats. I'm a lifelong learner, so any opportunity to learn more was going to be a welcome opportunity for me. Went to a retreat for retreat leaders, and that's where I met the beautiful, the amazing Jen Olivares. So welcome, Jen. Can you share with everybody who you are and a little bit about the amazing, amazing work that you're doing in the world?
Thank you so much, Davia. Yes, we have known each other quite a few years, and I love that we are in this space together because, as we know, we both have a passion for retreating. So yes, I'm a wellness travel agent and coach, and I specialize really in retreat design, primarily in Jamaica, and of course now on the seas in the Caribbean and beyond, working with the retreat cruise.
Beautiful. I love it. And Jen is so modest, but her background is really in grief counseling, and she has a thriving retreat business that she hosts retreats in Jamaica primarily. And now she has partnered with us to support us as we go bigger and better. Because you know what they say, go big or go home, right? We're not going home. So
No.
guess where we're going? We're going big. So thank you both for hopping on and being part of our show today, because we're going to every single person who raised their hands and signed up to go on retreat with us coming up on May 27th. We're going to the Bahamas, folks. And yes, it's going to be an outstanding vacation. It's going to be an opportunity to rest and relax and to unplug and to detox and to transform. It's going to be all those things. But I think one of the biggest things for me is that it's going to be an opportunity for us to all be together, for us to all be connected. And a lot of the times when we're women in business, sometimes we can feel so siloed and so alone in our businesses, whether we're at high levels in corporate where we kind of have to distance ourselves, or whether we're solopreneurs or small business owners that we have so much to do that we don't even have time to connect with each other. So it's going to be a really, really great opportunity. How do you feel about the upcoming retreat, Gail and Jen?
I'm so excited. I mean, I'm beyond excited. I know I need this retreat for rejuvenation and relaxation. And I can't wait for the gentle transformation that's going to happen and the collaboration and the connection. I agree. Being with other people and just feeling and getting to know somebody to another level where you can create lifelong friendships. I mean, it's just a wonderful opportunity to chill out and just be who you are.
I know, right? Because how often do we really take time away to do that sort of thing? Jen, how are you feeling about the upcoming retreat?
Oh my gosh, no words to even describe it. I just, between watching the wisdom of the two of you ladies and how you lead a group and what you guys have in store for them on the transformational front is just outstanding. And then, of course, just to have it be wrapped in this beautiful, like spa level, experience on the sea. It's just, oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that our accommodations are spa level. So we're going to be taking advantage of a lot of, I hope, pampering because we deserve that. And we, in the space of the women who are coming on this retreat, we spend so much time taking care of everybody else that this is going to be a really great opportunity for us to be taken care of. So that's wonderful. Great reminder. Also, a reminder is that if you were thinking of coming on this retreat with us in May, on May 27th, unfortunately, that retreat is closed. But wait, there's more. Not to be worried. I know I sound like an infomercial. Not to be worried though, because we do have our next retreat coming up in the fall. If you go to our website at growsmarternotharder.com/retreat, you'll be able to sign up for a fall retreat, which is going to be also going to the Bahamas, and it's going to be just as rejuvenating. We're still going to be focusing on the topics that are important to you. We're going to be focusing on balance, boundaries, beauty, making your life more beautiful, and of course, increasing the brilliance in your business. So it's going to be a real 360 of focus for you on that upcoming retreat. So don't miss out on that one. You've missed out on May. Don't let fall pass you by. growsmarternotharder.com/retreats. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we came here to talk about. I wanted to pull Jen into the conversation because we're getting ready for a retreat. And I don't know if you could tell, but I am excited. This, folks, is our first retreat that Ladies Power Lunch is putting on since 2019. 2019 was our last retreat that we had. So this is momentous for me. This is amazing. And Jen, as our travel concierge that we're being supported by for this retreat, has put together a packing list to make it really, really easy for us to go on retreat and have all the things that we need. So I was hoping, Jen, that you would pop on and just share a little bit about how we can pack in a conservative way, but also have all that we need for retreat.
I
Yes,
got my notebook, Jen.
absolutely. We'll be getting it in our group chat as well, Gail. I'll pop this in there. Let me go ahead. I actually was able to pull it up, Davia, so I have a little visual too. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Okay, let me help you to share your screen. You have to do all the things to help you to be able to share this beautiful message of packing conservatively, but also having all that we need.
Go ahead and pull this up and make it a little bigger for us here. Come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Everybody see that okay? All right. So, obviously we want to make sure that you have daytime wear and evening wear, right? You're going to be on a cruise ship. So top shirts, bottoms, and shorts, of course, typical swimsuit wear, and cover-ups, of course, for lounging by the pool and by the beaches, sun hats, all the fun travel stuff that you think about. Athletic shoes, if you want to take a lap around the pool decks, before you go and do yoga classes and things of that nature, always great. Make sure that you have sandals and slippers that are sturdy and that fit on your feet, really well, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking around the ship and on excursions and day things. So you want to make sure you have comfortable shoes that do not give you blisters. I know we love to shop beforehand, try stuff on, wear those shoes a little bit to make sure that you're not going to get blisters. In terms of the actual travel experience, I always love bringing my travel pillow, and I find I end up using it for multiple things, not just on the airplane. So definitely do that and have, of course, snacks. I always suggest bringing your own water bottle. There'll be areas that you can go and just fill up your own water. So that's always a great thing. Of course, you want to think about your well-being and you're bringing good books, your journals, your pens, art supplies, sketching things. If you want to be creative while you're laying lounging by the pool, or, perhaps you're just out on the deck overlooking the ocean and just see a blank canvas. How amazing would that be to be creative from that space? Earbuds, of course, is always great for traveling if you're sensitive and have early morning flights or late flights. And then, of course, sunglasses, right? And as far as, traveling essentials, you want to always double check that your ticket, you have that on hand. I always email myself a copy of it, as well as my passport. I take out my passport, I do a picture and send it to myself in an email form. So I have it both electronically and, my actual physical passport. With this particular cruise, you don't actually have to have a passport. You can do your birth certificate and an ID, but passport is always easiest. Make sure that you have an idea of what the itinerary is with you, so that you can always have that in top of mind, both for the cruise ship and for the retreat practices that we're going to be doing in the sessions. Don't forget your cell phone chargers. I don't have it on here, but really one of those cell phone battery packs is also a great thing to have with you. So if you are out on an excursion and you want to charge your phone for any reason, you'll have it with you. Of course, just having your essentials for money. Now, tips are included already. However, a lot of the times, I suggest that folks still have a little bit of gratuity cash for anything, airport bellhops, people that are helping you outside of the traditional, housekeeping and your servers. And then as far as additional things, again, just making sure that you have all your travel documents, sunscreen 30 or plus. You're going to be on a ship, you're going to be on the ocean. So, even 50, I think is a safe number in terms of sunscreen, just to make sure you're covered. I always say have your chapstick also have a sunscreen in it. Bug repellent, I don't know that you're going to have to worry too much about that one, being that you're going to be on a ship. So that one you can not worry about. And then just making sure that you have all your own personal care items, medications, supplements, things like that you really want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself with.
Awesome. This is an awesome list. And Jen, of course, you know me, I'm very extra. So I am going to be also, in addition to all those things, carrying some additional items. And I'm going to share my list with you so that anybody who wants to be extra like me coming on retreat can have these things. So tell me what you think. I'm bringing things to help me to stay tidy on retreat. So things like Tide pen, because I don't know, my clothing tends to be a magnet for food. So I'm bringing my Tide pen, and I'm also bringing Downy Wrinkle Releaser. And here's the reason why: you cannot bring an iron on the ship. It is a fire hazard. And so sometimes in packing, your clothes might get wrinkled. So I'm bringing that Downy Wrinkle Releaser spray, and you just spray it on your clothing, hang it up in the bathroom in the steam for a few minutes. And before you know it, you're looking quite spiffy. Do people still say spiffy? Is that a word? Is that a thing? I don't know. When it comes to health and wellness, I'm always really, really focused on that. So I always invite people to bring the basics of a first aid kit. So you want to assume that nothing's going to go wrong, but also be prepared in case something happens. So things like a couple of Band-Aids, maybe some cotton balls, having some antibiotic ointment in case, some anti-itch, maybe some Benadryl in case you find yourself being allergic to something. I remember I got stung by jellyfish when I was on vacation, and it was really mitigated by me having some Benadryl. I didn't have to go to the ship's doctor. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. I just took some Benadryl, and it really, really helped me. Little things like you're having some Tylenol, you know, you might need something like that. So having that can be helpful. This one is something that I personally always take when I am going on retreat on one of our cruise retreats, and it's something called poopery. It is something that you spray in the toilet before you go. And I know this is an indelicate topic, but let's face it, we all do it, right? So spray it in the toilet before you go, and it keeps the environment safe for others. I don't think I need to say too much more about that. I recommend bringing some Ziploc bags. And if any of you caught my video, it's on YouTube right now, with my dollar store shopping expedition, or somebody challenged me to film my list from the dollar store, and I tried it. I got some really big Ziploc bags there. So that was interesting. I also recommend that you bring a portable phone charger, like um, a phone bank, power bank to charge your phone just as an extra backup. I recommend when you're traveling at all times, put an air tag or a tile in your suitcase because sometimes things get lost and it can be really easy to track stuff down if you know exactly how to find your suitcase. Things like a shoe organizer can be helpful because you can put all your toiletries in it. I do this every time when I'm traveling with my kids, and it helps me to be able to, oh, this is lotion, this is something else. I just pack everything out once we unpack, and it makes things so much easier. I bring a pop-up laundry hamper, one of the ones that just pops right up. It makes it so easy. I bring sample size sunscreen so that I can just pop that into my beach bag and go in addition to my big sunscreen. Dryer sheets. I put those in my laundry hamper and it makes carrying my dirty laundry back home a little bit a little bit easier. I told you folks, I am very extra, very, very extra. Um, you know, there is the possibility of having some motion sickness on the boat. And even though the boats are really, really different now from perhaps when we just started having cruise retreats, they're so stable. But at the same time, it is a boat, so you want to protect yourself. So I do recommend that folks bring something like Bonine or Dramamine onto the ship. I love to also recommend ginger candies. There will be hand sanitizer everywhere on the ship. But while you're traveling, it might not be as accessible. So I would say pop a little small bottle of hand sanitizer. I usually take these little ones in my pocketbook. In the cabin, there's not always enough outlets. And so you can bring along with you non-surge protected power bar so that you have some extra outlets to plug in all your devices. Because nowadays we have our cell phone, we have our tablet, we have our iWatch, we have our AirPods, everything needs to be charged. And so having those extra outlets can be helpful. If you have a CPAP machine, be sure to let us know ahead of time so that we can get you an extension cord, and you're going to want to bring distilled water on board. What else can I think of? If you are, for example, diabetic or you have some other medication that requires injections, just let us know ahead of time and we'll get your sharps containers and also get the refrigerated container specifically for your medication. So there's a lot that will be provided, but also there's a lot that you can take to make it better. And magnets, if I didn't say this before, magnets, because the walls of your beautiful, beautiful room are actually metal, even though they don't look that way, they're actually metal. So you can put up notes or whatever, it can help you to get organized inside your room if you have magnets. What do you think, Jen? What do you think of my list?
Bravo. I should have been taking more notes, but I was so listening. That was great. And yes, you are extra, but we love the extra because that is what makes it spot on.
Because you know what, I've been doing this for so many years. I really, really do know things that can make us have a better time. Last but not least, before we go, I wanted to share with everybody the amazing swag that we have for our retreat attendees for this upcoming retreat. So everybody's gonna love. I mean, I was trying to match the hat on our Live Your Optimal Life book. I don't know if I got close enough, but people will be getting their swag boxes in the mail very shortly. Some may have already received them. And what's inside? Definitely, you know, our personalized message and our personalized card that we pulled for you specifically. We have your journal. There's a tag holder for your cruise bag tag. But wait, there's more. There's also a information holder for your suitcase for your regular travel. And you know me, again, very extra. It has to be blingy, right? Of course, everybody gets a copy of Live Your Optimal Life. We have some touchstone crystals, and everybody knows I love these beautiful pens. They are so adorable. On the ship, you're gonna get your CPass card, and that's the card that you used to get into your room, you used to pay for anything that you want to buy on board or to get on and off the ship. And so it's really a good idea to keep it close to you, and what better way than with a lanyard. And of course, because it's me, it has to be pink and it has to be blinging. I also decided to send you a little hook. It's magnetic that you can get started with just storing stuff that you might want to in your cabin. I dropped some ginger candies because I feel like everybody's going to need those. And of course, the Live Your Optimal Life t-shirt that will be an opportunity for folks to wear on board so that we can find each other as soon as we board. What do y'all think? Did you like what we got for swag for everyone?
I love what we got for swag. Love it.
Awesome.
Can't
Awesome.
wait to wear that pink hat.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And there's lots of stuff that will also already be in your rooms, like your yoga mats and your robes and your slippers and all of that fun stuff. So this isn't everything, but this is some of the stuff that will be heading to you in the post if you're part of this sailing or if you're part of our upcoming sailing in the fall. Any last words, Jen?
I'm just so excited. Excitement. That's my only word.
Excitement. I love it. How about you, Gail? Any last words before we wrap up for today?
I just am thrilled that I chose to take the opportunity to be a part of doing this with you, Davia. So I'm also, I'm excited and can't wait to have fun.
Can't wait either. Folks, thank you so much for watching along with us today. I want to invite you, if you're not already a part of our Ladies Power Lunch community, it's an amazing place. You will meet Gail there, you will meet Jen there, and you'll meet about a little over 1,000 other women who are just like us, who are just like you, who can't wait to reach back and help you grow your business smarter in the hope that you will also support somebody else. Thanks everybody for watching along with us today. We really, really appreciate you. And I'll see you all on the next show. Bye, everyone.